We return. Hello, everyone. Back from What Tales of Vesperia. We got 10 Gauge Punk in chat now. Hey, 10 Gauge. Welcome.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Might be nice.
There you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will.
Yeah, Jeremy, step this way.
This is the very means by which the lore of Myorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
Aw, shit, son.
What's happening?
Whoa. So the Nagik can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form is revealed.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritia, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios and ancient sages. Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adaphagos.
Adaphagos?
The world united to challenge the Adaphagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Untilakea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garaio civilization was lost, the Adaphagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adaphagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring. What is that?
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adaphagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean.
Yeah, wings everywhere.
Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Myorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Hey, Asane, You want to give someone your magic cucumber that turns any meal and any dish into a gourmet meal?
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan then? I will not let that happen. Never. I won't give up on her.
That's also has a magic cucumber, but it can only be found in Camp Drybone? Yeah. Now, if only they put it in plain words, why they chose to banish away the Blastia, and how exactly the Autophagos came to be, and what did they do to banish the Autophagos. Yeah, I'm afraid we can't offer you any special hospitality, but please make yourself at home. Jeremy, what would you do if Dews offered you his magic cucumber?
The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the Child of the Full Moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same, and formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia too.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible.
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air, but I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
Yeah, I think you're right, 10 gauge.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah,
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
that's kind of up to them.
What was that?
Bob Dole! Alright. That was loud. Just what was that noise? I don't want to go look though. It's too much of a hassle. That was loud? What was that noise? I wonder if it's gonna be fun. Or not. There was a loud noise, wasn't there? I've never heard it sound like that before. That sounded like a tummy rumbling. You don't think so? Oh, whatever. There was a large noise by the entrance. I was so surprised. Oh, I was so surprised. Don't I look surprised? That's weird.
This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp Blastia?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
What could a functional Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
What do you mean?
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she?
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Very well.
Let's look for them too.
Yeah, let's look for them too.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
Do you think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Really? Weren't you already questioning their loyalties? Hilda told me to help search for your friends, but they're not here. It's that suspicious man and a cute princess of a girl that went missing, right? I heard your friends started to disappear, but we've been looking, but they don't appear to be in the city. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. There aren't any good hiding places. They'll be fine soon. Or found soon. Estes, that was her name, right? Oh, the elder told us to go look for your friends. Estes, what? We've looked and we can't find the girl or the man. They may have gone to another island. Oh, I heard your friends disappeared. Aren't they just hiding around here somewhere? I've been searching, but haven't found them. I like how they're just like fucking or just completely apathetic about the whole thing, and then they're just hiding. Why would they hide?
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look for them.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's reckless to just go searching blindly.
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving the town without saying anything to us? Not a chance.
Well, Only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath, and words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to follow them!
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What? Aren't you worried?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. I see. I'm sorry.
Got any ideas?
Ah, yes. The Master of Myorzo might have some idea.
He's an Entelekea after all. Maybe he felt the flow of air from the Blastia. Did you hear it? Could you tell us where it was? To the west. A sea of sand. A town? It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormgen.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder such a burden. Haven't you suffered enough?
Thank you, Elder. But I'm not suffering anymore. If you went into the outside world, you might understand too.
This man painted the tips of his ears. Judith earned the Guardian of the Truth title. They busted Raven's chops every now and again, but they generally didn't outright hate him. Especially when it was revealed that he was a member of Altosk. Yeah. Hang on. I think there's a scene at the end, or at least it's good to check and see if there's a scene at the end. Looks like there's a scene at the end with Cosmos. Where's she going this late at night? I should be asleep too, for that matter. Turns out, yes, they all share that.
Just what do they eat to get this big?
The only thing they eat is air. Any air that doesn't become an apatheia gets metabolized and makes them this size.
And they can live on just that?
Air contains all the necessary ingredients for life.
Huh. Well, that's a little trick we humans can't do.
The Entelekea have each evolved into a particular form that best suits their needs. It takes time. Many, many times the length of a human life.
So that's why they keep to themselves, even though they're all part of the same group.
Yes, human knowledge can't compare to the knowledge the Entelekea accumulate over their lives.
But even though they're smarter than humans, they don't use magic.
The Entelekea have no need to rely on magic to defend themselves, unlike humans.
Okay, but magic can be used for other things besides self-defense.
I guess they had no desire for power, other than to protect themselves.
So they had a totally different set of values.
That different set of values has led to the wars between the humans and the Entelekea.
And the two sides had to come together somehow to defeat the Autophagos in the past. Man, you gotta wonder how crazy that must have been.
I don't know. Boyul's still young. He wasn't alive during those times.
Even so, he's been around more than 100 years already, right?
Yeah, but that would only make him around 20 in human years. I imagine Pharaoh would know about the events of that era.
I wonder if he'd be willing to tell us about it.
We won't know until we ask. Shall we meet with him so you can ask in person?
We will soon enough. We haven't solved any of Estelle's issues, so he'd probably just yell at us again.
You're right.
A wild... what the fuck is the name of that pig? Forget the name of that pig. I have one. I have a level 100 of him. Oh, not level 100, a 100 of him in Pokemon Go. Lechonk, that was it. Is in chat. That's Vector's favorite Pokemon, so make sure you guys catch it. Just gotta answer a message real quick. Sorry. Off to Jormgen. That wasn't the way. Is the name of the pig Becky FS? Yes. You can't catch it. You didn't tell us about it until it escaped. Your favorite is Gen 1 Primate? What about Gen 3 Primate? Why does Gen 3 Primate get hate, but not Gen 1? And how do you feel about Ash leaving his Primate to be trained to become a champion when it already was a champion? It already won the P1 Grand Prix. Your favorite Pokemon is Ape Escape? Is that what you named your Mankey? Your Stanky? Okay. To Jormgen. That man just straight up stole his Primate from him, and Ash was like, "Oh yeah, this is a great plan." Hot.
What's happening?
What's going on? It's just a pile of ruin.
This didn't just happen in a few days. This is like hundreds of years.
Maybe there was a huge fire that... no. Not a chance of that happening, huh?
Quiet. Someone's here.
Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rhizomato formula.
That's the dragon from the Weasand of Kados.
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find Estelle first.
They got away.
Huh?
There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen, but so be it.
Alexei, what are you doing here?
Ah, looking for the princess? I'm impressed you found your way here.
Do you know where Estelle is?
What do you think you're doing?
Is this your idea of a joke, Commandant?
Did he just come?
I am at a loss as to how to thank you. Your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption.
Long ago, there was the pirate Eifried, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work, far surpassing theirs.
You're some of the most talented and foolish performers I've seen.
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over. It is time for you to exit the stage.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrives.
Flynn!
Commandant! How could you? You're the pride of the Imperial Knights. How could you commit treason?
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
Yes.
This is madness.
My lord, all is in readiness.
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation and Yoder's fate as well.
Why did you Jaeger wear pants that fully emphasize the crotch?
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop us, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the Shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Nah, Cummore was voiced by Liam O'Brien. He's
Yuri?
infinitely better.
Yuri Lowell, give yourself up!
The Shrine of Bacteon is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Egathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
We don't have much information, so I guess we'll just have to go check it out.
Aye! We can't just sit here and ignore that guy!
Fucker just
What's
took my
the
healer,
matter,
though.
Pat? Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Eifried?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out, we can get Estelle back.
Yeah.
But what about Raven?
I'll
What
bet he
about
delivered
Raven?
Estelle to them and then just took off.
No, Raven. He wouldn't do that.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, that's only logical, right?
It's possible he was captured as well.
Look, Tengage, Camp Drybone brings out emotions.
Well, whatever. Let's get going.
Any missions.
Yuri?
Yuri.
Flynn, a word?
Very well. Let's talk over there.
Partied with everyone.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the Empire from within? You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alexei's string. Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn. How could you possibly not know?
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei. The responsibility is mine.
So your pursuit of the Apatheia at Nordopolica was on Alexei's orders, I presume?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. Tell me what happened. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation. The abuse of the residents at Mantake. All of Cumor's activities. The forbidden development of New Blastia. All of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under Alexei's orders.
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant, Alexei, was not always this way. You of all people should remember. Those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once held dear. That was why I...
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original intentions.
There were no
Not that I
knights.
have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No, that never would have happened if I hadn't been blind to Alexei's true nature.
There were no knights in Camp Drybone, at least not of the royal variety.
I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight, even when I doubted them.
There were definitely some good knights, though.
It was my lack of thought that brought this about.
Since when is moaning and whining part of a knight's job description?
You impudent!
No. It is as she says. I must shoulder this responsibility. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness? If anything were to happen to him, the Empire...
Didn't he order these two to go after Jaeger and Alexei?
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on ensuring his safety.
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vesperia is going to rescue Estelle.
Then let me join you. Let me be a member of Brave Vesperia.
Captain?
A knight joining a guild? Don't make me laugh.
I was unable to prevent the Royal Guard from abducting Her Highness. I am duty-bound to correct this wrong by saving her.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild. But if you want to come with us, I won't stop you.
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do, right?
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown into disorder. I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher. I must ask you to take care of the prince.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Please tell His Highness the same.
Understood. Yuri.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to see you're back to your old self.
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes Blastia technology.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything points back to him. All right, next stop, the Shrine of Bactian. We're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there and show Alexei just who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Bob Dole. Flynn earned the Eternal Rival title. Flynn joined the party, reunited with everyone. And it feels so good! I guess this is the party we're going to be using, because Carol's the only one who has healing. I hate when games take my healer away. We got items too, I guess, but... Technical diver. Saving drowning kids and slaying sea monsters? No sweat! The great deep blue is safe under my watch. This is the one we had him in before, so we'll put him in short-sleeved prints. Sometimes, after a nice bath, you just want to chill. But don't chill too much, you'll catch a cold. There you go. You can wear the party hat. Welcome, Flynn. He's actually using the Ares right now. Interesting. Good enough. Good stuff.
Just who does that idiot commandant think he is?
Barbos, Rigaud, even Jaeger. Alexei was behind all of them.
And now he's taken Estelle.
I won't let him do this.
I am gonna rip him to shreds the moment we get Estelle away from him.
He must receive his due punishment. We can't let him get away.
Treating Lady Estellise in that manner. Alexei is no longer the man I trusted.
He's evil. That's all there is to it. And he will not change. It's time for some payback.
Well, he can cast First Aid. You're right, he can heal. I wouldn't really call that healing, but he can. It's at least not focused on one area like Carol's nice aid smash. As for why it's always the healer that's taken, hard to say why they go with that route, but usually it has to do with the fact that the healer is integral to the plot in some way. What was that just popped up? Oh, climb down, okay. Look at this. Yay! I don't think that's a sound argument for removing a healer. Having a healer in your party doesn't necessarily make things easier or more difficult.
Look over there!
What is that huge thing?
It's the Heracles.
Did Alexei send for it?
Dragon. Unicorn? Dragon.
That's the Entelekea Astral.
That wasn't Michael Jackson from the last game, 10 Gauge. And then he just has to fight a beefed up version of the healer, and then when we get the healer back, nerf it to the ground, i.e. Michael Jackson from the last Tales game. No, that wasn't Michael Jackson, but we did have to fight her initially. She then joined the party afterwards and was weak as shit. So you're kind of right that we did fight her, but the character you're thinking of was from Tales of Innocence. Hang on, what's her name? Tales of Innocence character. Not Conway. Conway. I didn't like Conway. What was her name? Ange. Right. It was Ange.
Alexei's still trying to get Apathea, it seems.
It looked like it got away, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was forced into those ruins.
Those ruins definitely appear to be the temple Bactian.
I wonder what Alexei's plotting this time.
It doesn't matter what Alexei's planning to do.
Right. We're just here to rescue Estelle.
Yeah, Hilda was from Tales of Rebirth.
But if we get too close like this, we'll end up like a stall.
Let's land a little bit away from it and approach on the ground.
Ange was the one that left my party, and she and her lover kicked the actual crap out of my party. Just needlessly super strong, even though she was not before going into the fight, and then was back to being crap afterwards.
Alexei!
Jaeger, that useless worm. Can't he even swat a few pesky flies?
Alexei, what have you done to Lady Estellise?
Give Estelle back!
Estelle, come on, wake up! Estelle!
No matter.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Yuri! Everyone!
As you can see, the princess's life will fade each time she uses her power. If you care for her, then do not interfere further.
Alexei!
You bastard.
Huh. You should have cared more, Tengage. Come on, man.
Captain, are you okay? Captain!
Sodia? What are you doing here?
After we left, we picked up the Heracles' movements. Prince Yoder dispatched us, saying that you could probably use our help.
That little prince never could mind his own damn business.
Well, what about you and all that pathetic bluster and bravado?
Sorry, but unlike you well-bred aristocrats, I'm not perfect.
Hey, you guys all right?
Oh, huh? What are they?
They came to save us. Apparently Yoder told them to.
Alexei's inside the temple. Let's hurry up after him.
Captain, please come with us and return to His Highness's side at once.
Sodia?
It is difficult for me to say this, but this place is far too dangerous. The one we most need to protect for the sake of the Empire right now is
I know that. I know that, as a knight, that is what I should be doing. I know that all too well.
Then...
But this is something I need to do myself. For Her Highness, and for Alexei. Please, let me go.
But...
Take us there.
I got
It
his
must
shirt
be
has
pretty damn inconvenient to be a knight, huh?
Has Mew from Tales of the
How
Abyss
can
on it.
someone like you... How can the captain possibly consider someone like you his friend? Our captain is the ideal to which we all aspire. He's the epitome of an imperial knight, and yet, for some reason when he's with you, he's not himself. Just like this last time.
Whatever. If you're looking for someone to have a heart-to-heart with, go bug Applehead over here. We don't have time to sit around and play guidance counselor for you.
Applehead?
That's it!
Sodia! No, don't! Sodia!
Listen well, Yuri Lowell. Your very existence is hurting our captain. Stay away from him.
No.
She's pretty intense.
All right, now we've done everything we came here to do. We ask that you please take care of the captain.
Platoon, fall out! We must hurry to rejoin the brigade!
Yuri!
Come on, we have to catch up with Flynn.
Right. If she's forced to use her power, then it'll be too late to save her or fix the air.
That bastard! Using her like some kind of tool! He's gonna pay! Come on!
Fighted with Flynn and Patty. Pineapple gel. Okay, hang on. I don't have a use for it, so we're not going to toss it away.
If we don't go after Alexei, that Antilakea we saw is going to wind up in Apatheia.
Even from this far away, Astal's wounds look terrible. He might not hold out much longer.
I guess not even the Antilocheia are a match for Heracles.
Maybe that was Alexei's reason for building it in the first place.
Naturally. There's no way he'd need something that powerful just to take care of the guilds.
Whatever the case, we have to catch Alexei and stop him before it's too late for a stall.
Okay, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna take a break, then we got about 30 minutes left to stream.